So Squarespace is one of the most popular website builders in the world, and they want to be your all-in-one solution for creating any type of website, whether or not that's a blog, online store, portfolio website, some type of business website, whatever, you can do it with Squarespace. So in this tutorial video, I'm going to walk you through step 1 to step done on how to create an e-commerce website using Squarespace. That means I'm going to cover all the little details that you need to know. I'm going to show you how to create and design your website using the Squarespace website builder. I'll show you how to integrate e-commerce functionality on the back end. I'll cover things like shipping, integrating different payment processors, refunds, returns, managing your inventory, integrating your products from other marketplaces like Etsy within your website. And I'll also show you how Squarespace integrates with Instagram so you can sell your products directly through Instagram with your Squarespace website. Anyways, if you're ready to get started, make sure to check the links in the description for timestamps and resources mentioned in this video. So let's begin. I'm going to walk you through step 1 to step done on how to make an e-commerce website with Squarespace. So I'm going to show you how to adjust the logo, how to add in a favicon, an SEO title, how to edit and adjust the menu, have this get started button right there, a shopping cart, how to edit and adjust the different sections, how to add in product categories that people can click on to open up categories of different products. How do you add in a specific shopping section like this where it's a nice visual menu? How to set up taxes, shipping, integrate other print-on-demand options as well, like hats, for example, or selling your own physical product like a book, how to edit and adjust the footer, as well as different notifications, pop-ups, etc. So anyways, let's get started. Welcome to my laptop. Let's begin. So this is squarespace.com. So squarespace.com, the homepage is functionally a sales page for Squarespace, explaining all the different features, benefits, the different types of websites you can make, etc. The whole goal is just to get you to click on this get started button, so go ahead and do that. Next, you're going to be looking at a bunch of different templates that you can jump into and edit to your liking. Now, you can create a website completely from scratch with the Squarespace website builder, but I personally like jumping into a template when it comes to e-commerce because it already has the specific features built in, like the account creation, shopping cart, etc. Anyways, go ahead and navigate over to where it says type, then click on online store, and these are the online store templates. So just scroll through it, then pick a template that you like. So I like this one right here, Almeida. So first off, you can preview any template before you load it. So go ahead and click on preview a bunch of different templates before you select the one that you want to jump into and use. And next, once you decide that you want to use a specific template, go ahead and click on start. Next, you're going to have to create an account. Now with Squarespace, you get a 14-day free trial. So go ahead and click on continue with email. All right, very simple. Just fill out your account information and you are good to go. Once you create your account, everything should be getting set up for your website. All right, welcome to Squarespace. So this is just a quick little onboarding process that they have set up. So welcome you to your site. You can set a site name right here. Again, you can always change this stuff later, so it's not that big of a deal. So just call this my online store to get started. I'll click on continue. Next, it shows you how to edit your pages, how to create pages, and how to style your website. But again, you have this video, you have this tutorial to follow along with, so not a big deal. Anyways, let's get started. All right, so now I want to give you a high-level overview of your dashboard within Squarespace. So right down here, your trial ends in 14 days. Click here to subscribe, etc. So when you're ready to upgrade your website, just click this button. But again, you get a 14-day free trial just to play out with the Squarespace website builder. Next, we have our assistant over here that just gives you helpful advice on how to do different things within Squarespace. But again, you have this tutorial video, so really not that important. All right, so first little arrow right up top there, that expands out the website. This is useful for when you're making edits and designs and you just want to take a look at your website without any other distractions. So let me click the arrow again. There we go. Okay, so next we have the edit button right there. So when you click on the edit button, this is how you edit your website. All right, so now we have the editor loaded. So the way Squarespace works as a website builder is I describe it as a structured website builder. So you add in different sections. So this is the header right down here. We can add in a different section underneath the header if we want. So you click on add section, then select what you want. So I'll click on close. And then each one of these items right here is a different section. So right over here, I have this, the other little blue line right there. We can manage items and edit everything. This is a dedicated section. So if I scroll the very bottom, this is another section right there. So we can add a section, we can edit within this element right here. We can continue adding more sections. Okay, so it's very simple. Squarespace is so simple. You click on the edit section, add section. Then over here, you can add in headlines, lists, gallery, images, etc. Very simple. And also just to move everything is quite simple as well. So we have the highlight where the section that you want to move. Then you can click on the arrow. You can also click on the trash can to delete it. So not too complicated. And next, what's very important over there is site styles right up top there, that little paintbrush. This is some aspect in my opinion that could be a little bit confusing for beginners because other website builders work in a way where it's like, okay, I want to change this color right there of this text. I just highlight this text and then change the color. No, it doesn't work like that within Squarespace. You have to come over here to site styles. Then you have your fonts, colors, animations, spacing. So if I click over here for colors, next we have the color customization of the color schemes for our website. So we have the color palette right there. I navigate down there, and then we have different colors that we can self-select. So for example, we have the lightest one. So let me click on this. I'll click on edit. Okay. So then we have this as the lightest for the site title, navigation links, etc. And so then if I want to change the colors of those specific items, like the navigation links right up top there, like, hey, maybe I don't want that to be black. I want that to be red. I click over here to the navigation links, and then I can change it to whatever I want by clicking custom, then selecting a color over here. If that makes sense, okay? So again, Squarespace just works a little bit differently where it puts all the site styles in its own dedicated section that you interact with over here. You don't like highlight something over here. Like I want to click over here, then I want to change the logo or like the menu color, and you can't because everything's under this little paintbrush feature. Okay, so anyways, let's click on done. That's a nice little overview. And then the last, you just have your secondary menu over here. We can jump in and add and delete pages over there. And then you have your design elements as well. So your design elements would be your browser screen, lock screen, checkout page, 404 pages, all the little stuff that you're going to need for your e-commerce website. Next, we have marketing, scheduling, e-commerce, analytics, profile settings, etc. So again, you can kind of jump into each one of these and edit and adjust everything as needed. So manage your audience with profiles. So now you can see about your info, about your customers, etc. And so profiles is a little bit different. So profiles are people who are subscribed to your website. Okay, then you can set everything up. So this person subscribed here and they bought this product, etc. That's how you use your profile section. All right, next we have settings. Settings are settings. Help is help, not that complicated. And so the next important thing to jump into would be commerce. So let's go ahead and click on that. And then it says, tell us what you're selling today. So we have Etsy, in person, social media, my own website, other. So tell us where you're selling today. We'll help you get started. So what they're asking is like, do you have an e-commerce website already? Or do you have another account on a different profile? Like, are you an Etsy seller? Then you can click on this, or you just click on not selling. Let's click on next. Then what do you want to sell? We'll just click on other. Then you can just cycle through this. And how many products you plan on selling? We'll just say 10 to 25. And then we can just over here, add products for sale, add ways to get paid, choose a subscription plan, etc. We'll get to this later, but that's how you get started with setting up e-commerce. Then we have a whole dedicated commerce section that we're going to jump into later. But first, we're going to begin setting up our website. Designing your website for a mobile device. So what Squarespace has built in is they have this little mobile preview icon that you can click on. And this is going to transform your website into what it will appear when the user is visiting with their phone. It's important because based on your analytics, you're going to find out how many people visit your website using a mobile device. So some websites, it could be 50% of your traffic is from mobile. Other websites, it could be 20%. Some websites, it could be 80% mobile. So you want to be able to pay attention to this and just make sure everything looks okay. So just come over here and scroll around, just make sure everything's in place when you're kind of done designing your store. Next, to actually design when you're within mobile, just click on the edit function, and then it's going to have the same usability. Now, one thing to note is that when you make adjustments over here on a mobile device, it's not going to translate over to the desktop view. So you don't have to worry about mixing things up. And so you just come over here and just make sure everything is in place, everything looks good. And then if you need to move anything, you can just do so. So right over here, the section, I can add in a different section right there. Site edits are global, okay. So for example, we click over here, then it opens up like this, and then we're back into viewing the website on desktop. Okay, so everything's already pre-optimized for mobile, but again, you just want to always make sure to view everything to make sure nothing's out of place and nothing looks weird. The template does everything automatically, like the hamburger menu, shopping cart off to the right, your logo right in the middle. Everything's already taken care of. Just view your site on mobile, just to make sure it looks good. Adding and editing pages for your website. So the first menu item we have over here in the left-hand sidebar is the Pages tab. So go ahead and click on this. Now you're going to have two different sections. You're going to have your main navigation. So your main navigation is right here. Shop. With this template, it says Lookbook, About, and Contact. So very simple over here. To add in a new page, you just click on the plus sign. Go ahead and do that. And then right here, you have a wide variety of different options. So blank page is a completely blank template. A page layout is a pre-designed template for the most common use cases. Next, we have a scheduling. So the scheduling system within Squarespace is how people can like book your time for a coaching call, consultation, whatever. If you want to do that, that's what you use scheduling for. Then over here, we have blog, store, portfolio, and events. So a blog is for content marketing. A store is what we have already. Portfolio is for digital artists and photographers to show off their work. And events, any upcoming events that's going on. Like if you have a real estate agent, you have a open house, use the events function. Then right down here, we have folder. So organize your site navigation. So that allows you to have like a drop-down menu. And then we have links. So over here, you can have like a link to an external website. And that's pretty much it. It's very simple. And then right here, we have not linked. So not linked means like pages that exist on your site, but they're not linked to from anywhere. So it's like, well, why would you ever want to do that? Well, if we navigate down here to the footer, maybe you want to have an option where it says like privacy policy, terms of use, etc. Then you want to have those types of pages, just manually put them in here. You can go ahead and do that, or any type of page that you have disabled. Okay, so just give you the functionality where if you want to add in a page, but you don't want it necessarily in the main menu up top there, you can go ahead and create a new page over here. Anyways, let's go ahead and create a new page. I'm going to use a blank page. Okay, so once you have the blank page loaded, go ahead and click on Edits. All right, so here's the website builder from Squarespace. Again, like I said in the beginning, it's a structured website builder. So you begin with Squarespace by adding in sections. So click on a section, then you have a bunch of different categories for sections over here. So I'm going to have the headline function, and let's go ahead and add in a headline over here. Let's pick one that looks nice. I think I like this one right here. We'll go make it stand out. There we go. Okay. So now we have this section has been loaded successfully. Let's add in a new section. So maybe I want to add in something underneath it. Go ahead and do that. And let's navigate down here. Maybe we can select lists. Okay, so this looks all right. I like this. Or maybe a gallery. And you just cycle through each dedicated section as you like. So, or maybe let's navigate back to headlines. Scroll down here. Yeah, this is perfect. So I'll go ahead and click on this one right there. Okay. And so right here, again, you can have your call to action, edit it as you like. Right down here, you can have a, hey, welcome to the website. This is what the website is about. Now to actually edit it, just click on it. There you go. So again, you just highlight this. You can edit and adjust the text. Now, one thing with the page structure that you want to pay attention to is you want to make sure that like the H1 title tag is the title of the page. Okay. So let me open up my public website here. All right, so I'll go ahead and open up this one, 29 best plugins for WordPress. All right, so right here, this is your H1 title tag. Okay, so this is the title of the web page. Then these are your H2 title tags. They are subsections of the main header. And then you have additional H3 title tags with their subsections of the H2. Okay, so that's how you want to make sure everything's structured. So this is your H1 title right here. Okay. And so everything else, this should be like H2, etc. So that's H4. No, wrong. So we want to maybe change that to H2, and then this is H2. It's like, we should change this to maybe perhaps be just standard old paragraph text. So make it paragraph 1, so it's nice and big. There you go. Okay, so that's how you kind of want to structure it within regards to H1, H2, etc. title tags. Now to actually edit and adjust images, again, just click on it. And right up top there says image, click on the pencil icon, and there you go. So you can edit and remove the image. So you can delete the image, you can replace it with something else. The button text over there, you can adjust it so it says make it right there. And if I want to change that to something else like learn more, just type in learn more. Then right there is where it's linking to. It's linking to example.com. Maybe we should link it to something else on our website. Just click on that, and there you go. Okay, so you have a page, and now it says page search, open a new window, web address. And so the web address is example. Open in a new window. What does that mean? A new window means like a new tab within the web browser. So if it's a link off your website, it always should open in a new tab. If it's within your website, it should not. That's in general the kind of structure you want to follow. All right, so the page over there, again, we have the page and then open a new window, email, etc. So there you go. Really that simple. And just go through this and adjust it as you need. It's that simple. And then you have another little design tab right there. And so we have image on the left, image on the right, shape, original, image on the left. We can change it from card, change it to overlap. Again, you have a lot of built-in features. It's a structured website builder. That's what I always say, because it's like you're restricted into what you can do. But I really like Squarespace because you can just make something that looks cool and nice just at the click of a button. And so the same deal goes on up top here. So I want to change this image, click on the image in the background, click on the pencil icon. Here's the background. All right, click on close. Now I can switch this out for a video, some type of piece of art, whatever I want, or just have the image. Then you can edit the image, replace it, background insert, bleed full, opacity. I can change it up so it's harder to see or easier to see. Like the reason why you'd want to increase the opacity is to make sure that the text stands out so it's easier to read. And that's it. It's really that simple. And so just cycle through the page, go to each different section, click on add section, and then go ahead and add in what you want. If you want to add in a blank section, you can go ahead and do that and add in a completely blank section right there. And then once you add in a blank section, then you can navigate right here to the little plus button. And then you can add in specific text, images, button, video, spacer, form, audio. And so you don't always have to use any of these like pre-designed sections. What you can go ahead and do is just add in a blank section and say like, okay, I just want to have a paragraph right here. So I can click over here and click on the plus sign and click on text and then write text away. So go ahead and do that. Write text here. And really that's simple. We'll click on the plus sign, then you can add in an image underneath, and here you go. Okay, so those are your main design options. And again, last, when you want to change the color of something, you have to click on this right there, Site Styles. Because I know a lot of you are going to highlight this and be like, how do I change the color? Like, how do I change the color? It's what you have to do, the paintbrush, then you navigate over to fonts, and then you take a look at the fonts. Actually, not fonts, my mistake, colors. Okay, there we go. And then over here is where you can change the colors for different aspects of your theme, okay? And so we have the presets right there, customize your theme. So I'll click over here and we have lightest, and then the header style is over here, selection, button, etc. The different types of text, you can just jump in here and change colors as you see fit. Editing the header and logo of your website. So we're going to begin by adjusting this top section, which is called your header. And we're going to first begin by editing the logo over here. Now, to get a logo, you have to make one or you have to hire someone to make one for you. So one service I really like that I always use to create any type of graphic is Canva. So you can create a free account, and let's go ahead and create a design. I'm going to search for logos, and then it's going to give us a bunch of different templates that we can just self-select, like this one, for example. And there you go. And I can kind of jump in here and adjust this as I like. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and delete this group. There we go. Now, if we want to design something from scratch, how would you do that? first navigate over here to where it says text. Then you can add in text. Okay, not that hard. So we'll just say my website. And then over here, you can highlight the entire text and then add in some different fonts. And so the ones with a little crown next to it are premium fonts. So I do pay for Canva, and I definitely suggest you pay for Canva if you're going to be creating a lot of graphics. It's worth every penny. I'll use a free one. So we'll just say my Spartan right there. I'll go over here to effects. We'll maybe add in a little bit of a drop shadow like that. And it looks okay. So there you go. You can create a very simple logo. Then we navigate over here to elements, and then over here I can add in we'll type in like circle, for example, and here we go. So we have a bunch of different graphics that we can use and put that in the background. Maybe we'll make that a little bit smaller, put that kind of centered right there. And you can see how you can kind of create a very nice logo, nothing too fancy, just to get you started. And then when it makes sense, you can just pay a graphic designer to design you a professional logo. All right, so anyways, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to reload this, and I'm going to use that David D logo, whatever. So I really like this, so I'm going to go ahead and select this one right there. Okay, so that looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and click on download, and I'm going to download this as a PNG. In general, I recommend downloading things as a JPEG. Just so they're not so big. But again, this is our logo, so we want this to be crisp and sharp. And with Canva, you can have a transparent background if you want as well. And again, not a big deal because our site is white, so it's okay if the background's white. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and download this. And there we go. So I'll just call this a logo, and I'll click on save. All right, let's move this out of the way. And I'm going to edit and adjust this just a little bit. So let's come over here. Let me click on edit picture, and we'll click on crop, and let me crop the top down a bit. There we go. And crop up a little bit. That looks good. And to the left and the right, so it's not so shaped like a square. And just maybe a little bit more from the top. There we go. Okay, so that looks good. I'll click on save. All right. Okay, so now let's navigate back to our store. And let's go ahead and click on the edit. So do that. And then over here, edit the site header. Click on that. There you go. Now it says logo. So find where it says site title and logo. Click on that. Upload a logo. So click on plus sign to add in a logo. Upload a file. And let me jump over here. And we'll click on logo. I misspelled it. Whatever. And let's wait for this to load. Okay, so right now it's a little bit small, so let's increase it just a little bit, make that a little bit bigger, just adjust it, and I think that looks, okay, we'll leave it like that. I think that looks really nice. Okay, just scroll through everything, make sure you're happy with all the options. Now the mobile logo image. Again, like I said, you should be optimizing your website for mobile. So you want to maybe, if you want to have a different logo that appears on mobile, this is where you can do that. All right, so let me click over here for the mobile device and see how this appears. Okay, so on mobile, that is way too small. So we'll click on that again, edit the site header, and we'll come over here to site logo. And I want to increase the mobile height just a little bit. We'll click on the mobile again. That looks good. All right, so let's click on that, and there we go. Okay, so So there you go. It's as simple as that to upload a logo to your website. Adding a favicon to your website. So the favicon is the little browser icon that you see up top here, and you want to customize it to something of your own. By default, you get that block because it's Squarespace, so you can get a square. Now it won't officially update until you click the subscribe button and pay for an account, but it's just good to get this out of the way now. So where you update it is under the design tab. So go ahead and click on the design menu item right there. Then click on a browser icon and then simply upload an image to serve as your favicon. So the formats can be PNG or ICO, and that's it. And so let's go ahead and navigate back to our logo. And so this is our PNG right there. And let me go and take this, and we'll click on my image editor. Let me go ahead and click on crop, and we'll just take this little icon section right there. I'll make this nice and small, and there we go. Okay, so that looks good. Maybe a little bit more on the right, actually. There we go. Okay, so I'll go ahead and click on save and resize this to be a little bit smaller. Now, we want to have this have a transparent background. So to do that, I recommend a service called remove.bg. This just removes the background of any image you upload. So I'm going to go ahead and upload an image over here. We click on my logo. And let's just wait for this to process. There we go. So let's click on download. And I'll call this the Favicon. There we go. All right. Okay, so there we go. Now we have our Favicon ready to go. Now all you have to do is click on add Favicon, and I'll click on the Favicon image I just created. Let it upload. And there you go. Last, click on save. And that is it. And last, let's adjust a few more things with regards to the header section of our website. So first off, go ahead and click on edit. Now I showed you how to adjust the menu. I showed you how to create a logo and upload it to your website. I showed you how to create a favicon. Now let's get rid of these social media links. Now I know this is a very popular design. I'm personally not a big fan of having social media links in the main menu because the goal of the website and the homepage in the menu is to help direct people within our website. We don't want to be directing traffic off our website. We want to be using like Instagram to get people onto the site and not the other way around. So go ahead and click on edit site header. All right, so you have your site logo and tagline. That's where we updated our logo. If you navigate down here to elements, you have a few different options. So social media links is currently toggled on. I'm going to toggle it off, but if you really want to keep your social media links there, I guess you can. Now to edit social link profiles is pretty simple. So right here we have Instagram and Twitter, and it's set to Squarespace's social media profile. So just update it to your own. Right over here, add a social link or email. So what that means is like just copy and paste the social media URL for your profile. So if it's like YouTube, put in your YouTube channel there. And Squarespace will automatically generate the icon as appropriate. Okay, so anyways, let's come down here. I'm going to toggle that off because I don't want it. Now we have something that says button. So all that does is adds a really cool button that sits right in the main menu. I love this feature because it's a good way to direct people as appropriate to either like logging into their account or if you're selling an online course, whatever, it's very helpful. And then to adjust the URL structure for this button right there, you just click on the gear icon and then you can change it over here by navigating to web address, then adjusting it right there. Now it's set to open in a new window. Now links that are off your website should open in a new window. Now, if they're on your website, no, they should open in the same tab. Let me click on cancel and let me click on back. Okay, so there you go. So you have these elements and styles. Now, one more thing actually under the elements, you have your cart icon. We definitely want that because we have an e-commerce website. And I'm going to go ahead and increase the icon size just a bit. Actually, I'm actually going to max it out. I like the way that looks, so I'll leave it like that. Okay, now we click on back and right over here we have fixed position. So what is that talking about? So fixed position means that your menu won't be a sticky menu. Okay, totally up to you, your design choice. I'm not a big fan of sticky menus unless there's some clear call to action at the top. Okay, so like if you're having some type of business and you're offering some type of consultation, request a quote, that type of deal, then I would have a menu that kind of follows the user as they scroll down. Otherwise, there's no real need for it. And I like having fixed position at the top of the website. And that's it. And so once you're ready and adjust everything to your liking, simply go over here to where it says done, click on save, and that is it. Designing the footer of your website. So let's take a quick look at this template and we'll scroll all the way to the bottom. Now this bottom section right here is the footer of the website. Now, if you have a bad footer, it's going to stand out in the wrong way. If you have a good footer, you're not going to be winning any design awards. So I describe this section of a website as sort of like hygiene. It's just something that needs to be done properly. So let's take a quick look at a nice example. We have awaytravel.com here, and they have a nice footer. So we have social media links, a little bunch of submenus, email, legal pages right there. Just a little bit more complicated, but you can keep it simple. Here's my footer. Simple, okay? Copyright, bunch of pages, and leave it at that. Totally up to you. There's no one right way, but this is bad. So let's go ahead and fix it. So let me minimize that and let's go ahead and click on edit. All right. So we'll scroll to the bottom. Okay. So with Squarespace, you just mouse over the footer and you click on the button that says edit footer. There we go. So now we're editing the footer section. This is our email opt-in form. I like this position of the email opt-in form. We could change the copy here to like get a 10% coupon code by subscribing, but let's add in some links. So let's go ahead and add a section. Now, once you do that, you're going to see footer over here, and then just select a footer layout that you like. Okay, so you have a bunch to choose from. So I personally like this one right here, where we have these 3 different menus. I think that looks really nice, and we have the site title there. I personally don't really want the site title, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that section. Okay, so now we have different some menus right down there. So what I would do is just model after other websites. So I would have something like company, info, legal pages, whatever. You can structure it like that. And then if you want, you can even just add in a different section as well. And so let's scroll down here, and I like this one right there. Okay, so we'll add in that. There we go. So we can make this little section our legal pages, for example. So that could be like privacy policy, terms of use, etc. And then these are links within the website. Our social media links are right there. If you want to add in the copyright for example, you can navigate over here and click on like say the plus sign, and then we just have text. There we go. Then just type in the text. So we could have, again, you got this manually, but copyright, and there we go. And then you could just fill that out, copyright, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. And so we have a nice basic looking footer. So a few things that you should be aware of with sections. Now you may be wondering like, how do I make this smaller or bigger? Now within Squarespace, you can't just like click here and shrink it down. Like I said, it's a structured website builder. It's not an unstructured website builder. So we click on it, and then we have to click over here to the pencil icon. And then right here, you can change the section height. So small, medium, large. You can change the position of all the content. So I'm going to leave this small. Let me click on this one, make sure that this is small as well. Yep, small, content width, large. I like it. And there you go. Okay, so this is a nice component footer. And again, these are just manual links right there. So see how that's hyperlinked? So I would highlight this, and you click on this, and then you can change where it's linking to. So we click over here, and then you can update this link. So you actually have to manually create a privacy policy. So you'd have to create example.com/privacy. Okay, you have to manually create these pages. Now, just in case you're wondering, like, how do I do that? Let me go ahead and click on save. Again, like I said earlier with the page tutorial, you click on pages, you come over here to not linked, click plus, and then create a brand new privacy page, terms of use, etc. And then you can take that URL and then link it in the footer. So anyways, that's how you design your footer with Squarespace. Okay, so now it's time to upgrade our account from the free trial to a paid plan. So let's go ahead and do that. When you're ready, click on the subscribe button. All right, so Squarespace has 4 main plans. So in general, I would say business is ideal if you're a blogger and you're looking to maybe sell digital downloads. You can do that with the business plan. Commerce is ideal if you want to have an online store and a blog. And then we have Commerce Advanced if you need advanced features. So like, what advanced features are we talking about? So right down here, you get abandoned cart recovery, the ability to sell subscriptions, advanced shipping, advanced discounts, and commerce APIs. So you get a lot more power with the advanced plan. But again, if you're just starting out, it's up to you. You can start with the commerce basic or advanced. In this tutorial, I'm going to be getting an advanced plan to show you all the features of Squarespace. Now, again, you have your option to pay annually or pay monthly. I'm going to be paying monthly, as this is a tutorial video, but totally up to you. If you pay annually, you get a 30% discount code. So whatever plan you decide, either Commerce Basic or Commerce Advanced, those are the 2 I would recommend if you're serious about e-commerce, primarily because with the Commerce plan, you get right over here, point of sale, customer accounts, checkout domain name, analytics, merchandising tools, and products on Instagram, as well as availability labels, which means like when people are on your product pages, etc., looking through different products, you can have a tab on it that says like 10 left or 20% discount, that type of deal. Anyways, go ahead and select the plan that's right for you. So I'm not going to insult your intelligence and walk you through how to pay for something online. Just go through the process of filling out your credit card details, your billing address, and then save and continue. Okay, so once you submit payment, you should be looking at a page similar to this where it says you're ready to launch your site, and now it directs you to get a domain name. So I'm going to be using Namecheap to get my domain names because Namecheap is a proper domain name registrar. and you get lower prices at Namecheap than you do with Squarespace. So Squarespace domain names are $20. Namecheap, you can get a .com domain name for under $10. So we're going to use Namecheap. Anyways, let's click on go to my site. Welcome to Namecheap.com. So this is my domain name register of choice, and this is where I get all of my domain names from. Now, oftentimes you'll see some type of promotional deal underneath the search bar right here. To take advantage of this, you just click on it and then it opens up into a new page. Fill out your information there and make sure to copy and paste this coupon code. So I'm going to be doing this from the homepage over here. So let's get started. So I'm going to type in my super amazing online store.com. Okay, let's go ahead and search and see if this is available. Fantastic. So this domain name is available. If it's not available, that means you have to come up with something else. So you just click over here up top there and then adjust as necessary. Since we're doing an e-commerce website, I strongly recommend getting a .com because com means commercial. So it really fits the intent of the website. So go ahead and click on add to cart when you're ready to purchase. And then let's click on checkout. And there you go. So right over here with domain name registration, you can register this domain name up to 10 years in advance and lock in that low introduction rate. And you also get domain name privacy completely for free with your purchase. So anyways, that's how you register a domain name at Namecheap. Okay, so now it's time to set a custom domain name for our Squarespace website. So we upgrade our account and we got a domain name over at Namecheap. Now let's connect the two. So first thing you need to do, make sure you log in to your Namecheap account and then open up the domain name that you want to edit. Click on manage and you should be looking at a page that looks like this. Okay, as domain, products, sharing, advanced DNS, etc. We're going to be adjusting this little aspect right there called name servers. So anyways, what do we put in over here? We have to navigate back to our Squarespace website and then you want to navigate to where it says settings. Once you click on settings, then you want to find where it says domains. Right here, go ahead and click on that. Okay, so right over here, you can get a domain name and that registered a domain name through Squarespace, or you can use a domain name that you own. So I instruct you to get your domain names at Namecheap because you get a much better price. So go ahead and do that. Click on use the domain name I own, and then enter the domain name that you'd like to use with your Squarespace site. So I'm going to be using this domain name I registered a while back. So we'll take on that and let me go ahead and paste that in right there. Okay, let's search for that. Okay, so right here, transfer domain name. No, don't transfer your domain name. We don't want to move it from Namecheap to Squarespace. The whole point of getting at Namecheap was to save money. Click over here, connect domain. Okay, select your provider, connect domain name. All right, so connection in progress. Let's click on continue. There we go. Okay, so a few different things right here. You need to input all of this information. Literally, just copy and paste this information into Namecheap. So how do you do that? So right over here, we want to have the C name record and an A record, a bunch of A records and 2 C name records. Not that hard. Okay, so anyways, so it should be set to Namecheap at basic DNS. You want to navigate over here to advanced DNS. Once advanced DNS opens up, this is where you can start adding in records. Let me go ahead and delete this random A record I have. There we go. Okay. So next is simply go through the process. So for example, let's do the C name records. Okay. So you want to come over here, click on add new record. All right. Then we have this drop down here. What do we need? We need a C name record. Find it. C name. There you go. Host. What's the host? Host is right there. So you just take this information right there, copy that and paste that in over there. There we go. Then the value. What's the value? The required data is right there. Verify Squarespace. So we'll take that, copy and paste that in, and then target, boom, right there. Verify Squarespace, automatic. And then make sure to click the little green check mark to save it. And there you go. And so next we would have like an A record right over here. And so it's the same process. So you click over here, add new record, A record, what's the host? Host is the @ symbol. What's the value? The value is this information right here. So just go through the process, copy and paste everything in, and then click on the little green check mark. All right, so once you input everything correctly, it should look like this with C name records and your A records. The next thing to do is to take a break. You just have to wait. Okay, so this is going to take about 20 minutes to, I would say, an hour max for everything to propagate. And then you want to click on refresh over here, and it's going to inform you like once everything's detected. So already we have these two options, the CNAMEs currently detected. These are still not detected yet. Again, it takes 20 minutes to an hour. I would take a break, go get a cup of coffee, come back here, and then you want to click on that test connection, and then everything should be working as appropriate. So it's been about 45 minutes and everything is currently saying correct. So let's go ahead and test our connection, and boom, there you go. Everything's working as appropriate. So we have our little favicon like I showed you previously, and it says private site. That's because you have to actually publish your website. So just click here when we're done, but we'll do that at the very end. If you do click view sites, okay, you click test connection, it comes up with an error. Just be patient. Totally normal. Again, like I said, it can take anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour for everything to propagate. Anyways, let's continue. Adding in product sections to your homepage and designing an overall effective homepage. All right, so let's get to it. So first things first, click on the edit button. Now, with any e-commerce template with Squarespace, you're going to have this product box section. And so you'll notice that there's no trash can. And the reason there's no trash can is because we're on an e-commerce plan with an e-commerce template. And this is currently the shop page that we're editing. The shop page is the home page. So first off, if you don't like that, you're like, I don't want the shop page to be the home page. I want to custom design everything. So let me come back over here. We'll click on pages. All right, so if you take a look at the shop section, you'll see the little house next to it. That means it's the homepage. Okay. So if you want to create a custom homepage from scratch, you have to click over here, main navigation, and then start with a blank page or start with any other page layouts. Okay. And then when you're ready to make that additional page, the homepage, then you can come back over here and just switch it out. And so the way you stop making it the homepage is like, if I wanted to have, we'll say this is a lookbook page, I'll click the gear icon over there. And then right down here, we can click on this, set as homepage. So again, if you want to have the product section be its own thing on its own shop page, you can totally do that and then create a dedicated homepage. Totally fine. In this tutorial, I'm going to keep it the way it is because I quite like it. I think it looks nice. Okay, so anyways, let's jump back over here to edit. So a few design elements are missing. So we need to focus on a call to action. So when people open up the website, they're like, what's this website about? So to do that, we're going to click over here, add a section, and then go to headlines, and then add in one of these nicely designed headline sections. So I'll click on this one, make it stand out. And to adjust the text, just click and type in whatever you want, and you're good to go. It's really that simple. And then click on the image and click on the pencil icon, and then click on background. And then you can switch it out with a different image or a video or art, totally up to you. And don't forget, you have the height section. So if you don't like how big this is, you can make that small, medium, large. Same with the content width. So I'll come back over here and let's check the background, and there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this as is. I quite like this. Now you have the button right here. So click on the button, click on the pencil icon. I definitely recommend you either link to a specific product, or you can swap this out for your, a contact form, or not a contact form, but like something to subscribe to an email list. But for an e-commerce website, potentially maybe direct people to a specific product or something like that if you want. Totally up to you. Anyways, now we come down here, and something I like to personally add is some type of like selling element, as I call them. So you've been on other websites like a blog, featured in this popular website, this popular website, this popular website. That just helps build trust and authority. So anyways, to do that, we click over here to add a section. And I want to navigate over here to the list function. Okay, so within Squarespace, you have all these different list templates. They look great. And I'm going to come down here, and I am going to select, this template right there. Okay, so now we have this nice selling element. And so instead of dream it, build it, grow it, change it to something else. Okay, like 30-day money back guarantee, highly rated on Trustpilot, premium quality, whatever. And then you can swap out the images for your own. So in order to do that, you have to click on edit content. Okay, so with the content, we'll click over here. And then we have the items. So we have dream it, build it, grow it, sell it. And so to adjust, click on it. And then replace the image with an image of your own. It's that simple. Now click on back, and then to move things around, just click and you hold, and there you go. You can just swap things around very easily. And so it's that simple. Squarespace makes this so easy to design a very professional looking website. Anyways, that looks good. So I would recommend setting up a call to action quick. Not going to take that long. Potentially add in like this selling element right here if you want. And then if you want to have another section, you could always go with maybe like a welcome message, as I call them. So let me scroll down. Here we go. Have this section right there. Welcome to the site. Since 2000 whatever, we've been delivering high quality products about XYZ 1, 2, 3 thing. Totally up to you. And so here you go. Call to action, selling elements, a welcome message to help have that personal touch about the website. And again, pencil icon's your best friend. Section height, you can make this small, large, medium, whatever. So I'm going to click on small and keep it like that. And I think that looks really good. So you can click on the background. Right now, there's no background. This is the background for the whole thing. If you want to adjust the image, you got to pay attention to like where everything is. So click over there and then click on content, then the image editor. Okay. So it's that simple to just jump in and customize everything. So you have two sections. Okay. You have the ad section and you mouse over here. Now you're adjusting this entire section. So that's what this pencil icon does. So if you add in like a video background there, it's going to add in a video right out over here, etc. So if you want to just adjust the image, just highlight the image, click that. That's simple. And so right over here, what you could do if you want is again, like a welcome message, quick little paragraph right to the point, then link to the about page, for example. And then if people want to learn more about the store, there you go. Okay, and then right here, I would keep this just as is. So this looks great because people can kind of navigate easily with your different product categories. So keep it right here. Again, you could get rid of this section if you want, whatever, totally up to you. Then allow people to get into the products very easily. If you want to add an additional section, I guess you could like add in your categories if you want to have the navigation be like that, like a visual menu. So let me scroll down here. Okay, so let's click on products. Wonderful. Okay, so let me come over here and I like this. We'll click on this one. Boom. Awesome. All right, so this is going to sit right underneath the welcome message. And the way that you could edit and design this section within Squarespace is to link to your broad categories. So let me click over here and let me click on edit image. Now, if we click on edit image, we have the caption below. Okay, link. So we'll click on the gear icon and page search. This is going to be a shop page. Categories, none. And then come over here, drop down. These are the categories. So these categories, I will show you how to jump in and change them and add in new categories. But this is how you set categories for these boxes. That's simple, literally that simple. So when the user clicks on this image, they're going to be directed to the bottoms category page or tops or sale, whatever it is that you want to direct people to. So you can jump in here and image editor. Okay, not this. Let me cancel that. Okay, so there we go. So right over here, you can remove the image and then replace it with your own image description. You just click and you can just start typing in. That's simple, guys. Really that simple. And then over here, you can set this up to be a visual menu. And over here, this should be your H2 title tag. And it is. So you want to have this be like, not new collection. The collection is just, that word is just the default word with any type of e-commerce platform. So I would recommend changing it to something else. And then a nice little paragraph right here. I would not have it be centered. Drives me crazy. Off to the left. Have it be a normal paragraph right underneath. Direct people here. Then the product section right there. Okay, so we can continue adding on. So maybe I could get rid of this SS lookbook. We'll get rid of that section. There we go. Okay, so add another section in here. And let's scroll down to products again. And then again, you have a lot of different product sections. So some of these are like for categories. Other times you can navigate people to a specific product if you want. So anyways, let me like this one. Perfect. So, or this, actually this one. Okay, here we go. So say like I have like one best-selling product I really want to drive everyone's attention to. Here you go. And so right over here, we have, again, call to action, selling elements, welcome message. visual menu for the categories. Here's all the products, and then they can navigate the products with the tops, bottom, sale, this little icon gear thing if they want. Then right down here, maybe emphasize one clear product if you want. And over here, instead of it saying read more reviews, you can just change this whole copy to be like focused on the product. You have a lot of flexibility, so you can just change and adjust things as needed. So anyways, like let me click over the pencil icon, background. So not that, there we go. Image over here to adjust this image. And so there you go. So replace the image and upload your own image. Click over here to adjust the copy. This should be H2. Right over here, okay, great, it's paragraph 1. And then explain the product. Then right down here, the button. And you can just adjust this button as you want. So right down there, you just click on the button and you can adjust this whole set. Let me get rid of that. So over here, let's click on this again. So we have the background colors and we click on the image. All right. And so right down here, the example, and then just change where the page directs the end user to. So again, these are all your pages, or you can just have a web address and then custom paste in the URL for the product that you want to emphasize here, or whatever. Maybe you just want to have this link to a page that you already have created on your site. Then right down here, I really like the way that this is laid out with the, okay, so we don't really need the footer, so we'll get rid of that. Yep, get rid of that. There we go. So then we have an email opt-in form. And Squarespace does provide email marketing if you can sign up to that if you want. So if you do, I definitely recommend keeping this right above the footer and then emphasize some type of like coupon code, give people a reason to subscribe. Don't have it just say get updates. Like nobody wants updates. People want to get something. And so but that's an optimal spot on any type of e-commerce website and any type of website in general to collect emails is to have the form right above the footer, because the end user gets the footer. They can't go anywhere else. And so having this right in front of them is ideal. And there you go. Okay, so overall, that's a very effective layout for an e-commerce website. Has a lot of design elements to help, have that personal touch, and helps direct the end user to different sections as needed to make your website easy to navigate and easy to understand the value that they're going to get from the products. Adding different types of products to your e-commerce website. So let's begin. First off, we need to navigate to where it says commerce. Once you do that, then over here, add products for sale. Very simple. So let's go over here. Now with Squarespace, you can have physical products, digital products, and a service. And you can set up gift cards, but physical, digital, service, pretty straightforward. So let's take a quick look at the physical product section, the layout. All right, so first off, up top here, we have details. So details is the product name and the description. So the product name, the description of the product should be clear, specific, to the point, like red t-shirt, like red brandable name t-shirt, whatever it is you're selling, okay? Next, the description. So the description should be maybe like 2 to 3 sentences in length, and it should be some type of like salesmanship paragraph. Okay, so sales paragraph, I'll leave that there. And what I mean by like a sales paragraph, like just sell the person on the product, like features over like technical details. So it's like, you'll love the way this feels and your friends will think it's so cool, like that type of thing. Under here, we have additional info, add custom blocks to content. So additional info, let's click on that. Over here is where you can add in like something like another paragraph if you want, or bullet points. I typically, to start off with any product page, keep things simple to get the site going, to get the store going, 3-sentence sales paragraph, and then go ahead and add in bullet points. So let's just add in like benefit 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So that's all you need to do. So benefit 1, benefit 2, benefit 3. And these should be more technical things. Okay, like high premium quality, made out of like high quality something, whatever. Okay. This is the section where you want to do that. Let me click on cancel. Yep, let's discard. Okay, so that's it for details. Now right under here, images. Images are your product images, and you're going to want to upload at least 4 images. So you have one big primary image and then like 3 images underneath it that the user could click on to view different products. So again, not that complicated. You click on add images and upload your own images from your computer. Now down here with the inventory, Here you can set the price. So I'll just set the price for $1,000. Okay. Is it on sale? Sure. We'll just say it's on sale for $999. Okay. How many do you have of this? So the quantity should be based on what you have in inventory. So on average, maybe I can get a hold of like, let's just say 33 of these products at a time, and we'll leave it there. So if it's unlimited quantity, you can have that set up if you want. And then the SKU right there for your own internal management of your inventory. We'll get to that later, but again, it assigns an SKU to any type of product that you're creating. Now we have variants. Variants just mean like sizes, colors, that type of thing. So when the person's on the product page and they want to self-select like a different size, different color, that's where you set it up here. So let's go ahead and click on add. Okay, so now we can add options. And right here by default, we have color, size, and material because that's in general what most people are going to kind of care about. But again, just depends on what you're selling. So with the color, you just type it in like this. We'll say blue, click on blue. There you go. So now we can add another color. So let's say red. Simple as that. So let's click over here. Maybe I'll add in size. And oh, sorry, that was wrong one. Color, add option. There we go. So now we can have a different size. So we'll say small, and we'll say large, and keep it that simple. Now, if you add in a different option, you're like, oops, actually, I don't want that. You just click the little bullet points right there and click on delete. And there you go. So that's how you add in different options for variants of your product. Now, right over here, just make sure everything makes sense. So like it says small blue, small red. What if you only have like small for the blue and no small red? Whatever, if there's a mistake, you're like, I want to delete this one. We'll click over here and then navigate over here in small red, and I don't want that. Click delete. There you go. Done. Click on back, and that's how you can kind of edit the variants very easily. All right, so next we have advanced shipping. And so over here, you can adjust the shipping for each specific type of product. Why is that helpful? Well, if you're selling a product that's kind of big and has different sizes or something like that, then the shipping rates are going to matter. So if we click over here, you put the small blue product, we can set the length, width, height, etc. And then set weight dimensions for a packaging shipping using carrier, calculated shipping or weight-based shipping. Again, we're going to set this up later. That's under the shipping rate section, but that's why you want to pay attention to this little aspect right here. Okay, so organization. Well, you have to organize your products in some type of category. So go ahead and do that. Very simple. Click on add. Now we have different categories, and to add in a new category, it's very easy. You just type up here and we can just type in like shoes. Okay, click on add. There you go. And simple as that. And so I have this one right there, this category. Maybe I don't like this category. I'll go ahead and click on delete. Yep, delete. Now you got to be careful because if you have things tied together in different categories and you delete the category, so you want to make sure that if you do delete a category, there's no products in it. Not a big deal. So anyways, there you go. That's how you adjust everything. And that's it. So you can move things around as needed. We'll just leave it there. Okay. So let's scroll down here. Tags. Tags are helpful for helping the end user navigate specific features of products. So maybe I'm looking for a blue mug that has a specific design on it, and that specific design, you could put that as a tag, for example, really something really niche specific. Okay, so next we have featured products. So the featured products can be displayed in summary blocks. What's a summary block? I'll show you that in just a second. So if you want this specific product to be displayed in a summary block, you can turn that on, and then this page becomes eligible to be featured in a summary block. All right. So to show related products for this page, turn on this feature in Ecommerce, which we'll get to. Etsy. If you're an Etsy seller, then you can just automatically load up your Etsy products within your Squarespace website. Anyways, down here, SEO. So you definitely want to change this. And we'll click over here for edits. And the URL should be product-title. And the SEO title should be product title, page separator, and then the name of your store, and then an SEO description. That's simple. So click on apply. All right, and finally is the checkout. So we have a custom button, custom forms, and subscription. So with physical products, you can set it up to be a subscription, which I think is pretty cool. So like if you're selling coffee, you can set it up like a monthly coffee or a quarterly coffee delivery. Just click over here and set this up, and then the user can choose to add this or not add that. Custom button. This allows you to customize the add to cart button if you want. Right now, by default, it just says add to cart. For Americans, that's what Americans expect. It says add to cart. British, it's add to bag. So, if you're selling to a British audience, you'd want to change this to add to add to bag. And then custom forms. So collect information when the customer adds this item to their carts. All right, so I'm not a big fan of this because you're just creating more barriers for people to give you money. But if you really want, you can click over here, create a new form, add a form field, and maybe I want you to fill out your email when you're purchasing this product or something like that, and then I have your email. But again, I'm not a big fan of that because don't make it hard for people to give you money. Anyways, let me click on cancel, and let me click on cancel up top here. Yeah, we'll click on leave. All right, so a summary box. If you're confused what that is, what they're talking about, click on add section, then click on add blank. All right, so with the blank right there, then you click on the little plus sign, and then the summary is right over here. So the summary is good for showing blog posts. It's good for showing your broad product category page. So for example, like this product section right there, that's a summary block, okay? Or again, you can set it up to be like a summary block for a specific product that you're selling. So in the earlier section where I was talking about design, how we added like this product section right here, customizing image and changing everything, you could do it this way. You can change it to be a summary box. Totally up to you. Both ways work just fine. And the other types of product categories for digital and service work in the same exact way. So if we click on it, digital, it's going to load up, and then we have details, images, inventory, visibility, the same thing. The only thing that's different is there's no shipping because it's a digital product, so it's a direct download. When the buyer purchases the product from your store, they'll just get an email link. And you also can't set up any type of subscription for digital products. Let's click on cancel, and I just want to briefly show you the other feature for selling some type of service. So we'll click on commerce and add products. And right down here, services. So services do not have shipping costs. And again, same type of layout. So over here, product, service name, service detail, images, what you're offering, that type of thing, and set your price point. And then you have to set up the scheduling service on the back end. So what do I mean by like scheduling? Let me navigate out of this. So over here, you can have scheduling. This is ideal for any type of like coach, etc. If you're doing any type of like one-on-one, like coaching, call, whatever, you can set up the scheduling service. This is outside the scope of this tutorial video because we're focused on e-commerce. But if you want to have some type of appointment functionality, Squarespace is great. This scheduling service is outstanding. And so if you want to do it, you can go ahead and set it up with the 14-day trial. So I went ahead and added in a physical product just to demonstrate what it looks like from start to finish. So let's scroll down our website, and right here I have a book. So I set it up to be $9.99 on sale for $8.99. That's what it's going to look like. If you click on quick view, the product page is going to load. So it has the feature image right there, and then additional images over here, breadcrumbs right there, then the title of the product right there, price points, and then the sales paragraph. And then right down here are your additional benefits if you want to go ahead and add that in. And then right down here we have the footer section that you can just adjust. So I do want to get rid of this made with Squarespace. Like, we're paying for Squarespace. We don't need to be advertising this. Anyways, so to adjust this, let's click the little arrow and bring it back there. And then come over here to edit. Then we edit the design. Click on edit design. All right, so next we have right there, let's scroll down, made with Squarespace. We can edit this with the footer, and I want that gone. So we'll click on the trash can, remove, there we go. All right, so we'll just leave that there. Now for the product, if you click on edit product, it's going to take you back to the product page that we were just at when we were adding products to our website. So if you made a mistake, you just want to edit something real quick, click on edit product. You click on the pencil icon. This gives you a couple different layouts up top here. So we have the simple, we have the wrapped, which changes things around a little bit like that. Let's go ahead and click on half. There we go. So just changes things around however you like. Okay, so I'll leave it like that. I think that looks good. So that looks interesting and grabs my attention. Then the paragraph right there. So we're done. We'll click on save. Great. All right, so let's open this up again. Now let's go ahead and add this to our cart. Adding to the cart. There we go. So it automatically populates our cart. Let's click there so we can check out. And then finally, this is what the checkout process looks like. It's a shopping cart. The product is right there. And then the end user can navigate over here to go check out. Now the issue is that we haven't set anything up. So we need to set a way to accept payment up, which we'll do next. Setting up payments in order to get paid. All right, so we need to set up a payment processor in order to accept credit cards and maybe PayPal. So right up top here, let's say checkout is closed, the store isn't set up, blah, blah, blah. Click here to learn more. Let's click there to learn more. So it's directing me actually to a knowledge-based page. We don't need that. Okay, so let's back out of this. And there we go. Okay, so next thing I want you to do is navigate over here to commerce again. Let's click on that. And then add a way to get paid. So let's click over here. Okay, so now you can set up Stripe, PayPal, and you can also set up Square. Square is a point of sale. You're like, what's point of sale? That means like selling a product in person. And so you add a minimum, you definitely need to set up Stripe. So in order to set up Stripe, you click the box over here. It's going to populate with this information to allow you to connect to Stripe, okay? Now, before you do this, you should navigate first to Stripe and then create an account, okay? That's all you have to do. So with Stripe, just create a account so you can start accepting credit card payments. Stripe is completely free to use. And please submit accurate information like your name, address, all that stuff for tax purposes. Because you're going to get a bunch of all that information via Stripe, your sales, etc. So you need to know that information. Once you set up an account over here, you're good to go. And click over here and just follow the on-screen instructions to set everything up. PayPal works the same way. So connect PayPal Business to let customers pay with PayPal or Venmo. And so this is important because Venmo is very helpful for Americans. So again, same type of thing. So over here, get an email address to log in or sign up. So before you even start connecting the connection process, you're just going to need to navigate to PayPal. And you want to navigate over to business. So once you navigate over here to business, then you want to set this up over here. Okay, so accept payments. Boom, click on that. Then accept payments just about any way. Contact sales, sign up. So let's click on sign up. And then just go through the process to set up a business account for PayPal. And that's all you have to do. Once you set that up, then you can come back over here and connect PayPal. And so that's the whole entire process. Very simple. PayPal, not that important. Venmo's pretty important, but most people are pretty comfortable purchasing with a credit card. So at a minimum, I definitely would consider setting up Stripe so people can buy stuff with a credit card. Anyways, that's how you set up payment processing with your website. Inventory. So you have an online store, you're going to have inventory. So to manage everything is very easy. You just navigate over here to the inventory tab and this is it. So this is all you get. So in my opinion, Squarespace is a little bit lacking in their inventory department. It's not that feature rich, but it's good enough for, again, 20 to 40 products, totally fine. Now you can add products, you can import, and you can export. So you'd want to export this if you're using some type of like software to help manage inventory, whatever. And you can also just jump in here to edit any type of product that you want. So we have our book right there. I want to adjust this or edit this in some capacity, click on it, and then everything loads right here. And it's really that simple. Adding in related products. So one helpful design element that you can do is add in related products to help increase conversions, keep people on the site. If they don't want to buy this product, then they can navigate down here to you may also like and buy a different product. So how do you set this up for your product pages? It's actually a two-step process. So step one is navigate to commerce, and then you want to navigate down here to where it says related products. Go ahead and click on that. Then make sure to toggle it on. That's all you have to do. Then for section title, you can title it whatever you want. By default, it says you may also like product sorting, random, recently added, highest quality, whatever you want to do. I like keeping on random. And that's step one. So once you toggle it on, then you have to navigate back to your product. Okay, so again, we'll navigate back to commerce, go into the inventory, find the product. And so I want to adjust this product right there, click on it. Then you want to scroll down ever so slightly, right down here to where it says enable related products. So make sure, let's go over here and make sure this is on, okay? And so we can click on apply and it's set to all. Now you can adjust this. So if you want this specific product to show something else, like a specific category, like shoes or tops or whatever, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to keep it on all. Click on apply, and it should have a little green button or dot right there that says enabled. Click on save, and that's it. And that's all you have to do. So it does take like a minute or two for it to kind of work and populate. So if you're looking at your product page and you're like, it's not loading, I don't get, like, just be patient. It takes like 30 seconds, a minute before it displays appropriately. But that's it. That's all you have to do. Incorporating print-on-demand products with your Squarespace website. So Squarespace has an integration with Printful, and Printful is a print-on-demand service. So you're not storing the inventory, you're just selling the products, and then Printful will do the fulfillment aspect of any products you sell via your website. So how do you do this? Navigate over here to Commerce. Then you want to navigate down here to where it says print on demand. Then we have this option right over here for Printful. So print it to order, custom design, blah, blah, blah. Just click on it, and then you're going to have to connect, okay? So when you click on connect, it's going to log in over here and ask you to connect your Printful account. So you need to create an account with Printful. Then you need to create products within Printful. So this is not a Printful tutorial, but it's not that complicated. You just create a nice selection of different products and then come over here and then log in and connect. All right, so once you're going through the connection process and you have your account, you'll get to this point where it says confirm connection. So just go ahead and confirm. And that's it. So now you can add your first products to your online store. And so the next thing that you would need to do within Printful is simply come down here to where it says add a product, navigate to what type of product you wish to create. So I want to make a hat, for example. We'll do trucker hats over here. And now we have this one as the bestseller. We'll click on this, and then you just go through the process of designing your website. And then let's finish this up. Finally, after you're done designing your product, you can submit to stores. So let's go ahead and do that. And it will begin incorporating this product into your Squarespace e-commerce website. Next, you'll be looking at a page where it'll tell you the different products, and it should say it's properly synced. And so once it's synced, navigate over here, and then you can check your inventory to verify that it is actually synced with your website. And there we go. So right here, we have our trucker cap. I can now sell this via my website, and I get a small cut of the full price. Again, Printful does take the lion's share because they are providing the platform as well as the fulfillment. But again, you can just add a markup to it, and there you go. That's it. That's how you incorporate Printful products on your e-commerce website. Setting up shipping for your products with your e-commerce website. So obviously, if you have like Printful set up, there's nothing you need to do. But if you're selling your own physical products, you can set up shipping in a variety of ways. So navigate back to the e-commerce tab, and then you want to scroll down and you want to navigate to where it says shipping. So go ahead and click on shipping. Now, shipping settings let you control what shipping options are available. Now, you can add a shipping option right here, and then you can set things to be a flat rate, depending on weight, carrier, calculated via FedEx, UPS, or USPS. And so you could just go ahead and set these up for the end user. So you have to manually do this yourself. Like you have to manually ship things. So if you're providing like things shipped via UPS, you click over here and then you want to list out the services that you're going to be providing on your website when people buy a product from you. Then UPS containers, customer containers, and just scroll through this whole section right here. Markup percentage on the product to help cover shipping costs. That type of thing is what you have to set up. So again, this is a little not too technical, but you just got to know your costs and have your products and know how you're going to be sending your products. I already have that decided. Now, if you're like, well, I don't want to be shipping products, I don't really want to do that. No problem. So Squarespace has a bunch of fulfillment services. So right here, they have a guide on connecting to fulfillment services. Right down here, I like ShipBob the most. That's what I would use if I wanted just a fulfillment service for my own website. And so what is ShipBob? You can have it as an extension for your website. So ShipBob's a separate website. And what you do is like you send your products to ShipBob and they just kind of store everything because they're a fulfillment network. And so when people buy products on your website, it automatically gets shipped from ShipBob. And so you don't have to do any shipping. The only thing that you have to do is just manage your inventory. Make sure that you have enough inventory at the ShipBob location. And so when people buy stuff, it can be fulfilled. And so you have to go through the process of creating a ShipBob account and then connect everything via the extension feature that Squarespace provides. They also have Sprocket. And so this is more for drop shipping. That's totally different. So if you want to do drop shipping, you can do that with Sprocket in Squarespace. So that's outside of this tutorial video. But again, if you just want to set everything up on the back with your own fulfillment service, you can do it here. So they have ShipBob, Sprocket, and Sync. So Sync over here, you can find products for your global drop shipping business. So these two are more, again, geared for drop shipping. So if you're not doing drop shipping, you have your own physical products, whatever you're making, maybe you're an Etsy seller, and you're selling on Etsy, now you want to have your own website, whatever, you can go ahead and set up ShipBob, or you're selling like your own coffee, whatever. This is personally what I would do, or you can just manage everything yourself. So let me click on Discard. You can manage everything yourself by setting up shipping options over here. Abandoned cart recovery for your Squarespace e-commerce website. So abandoned cart recovery means that when a user has an account on your website, your online store, and they add a product to the cart and they don't check out, you can set an automated email to just gently remind them, hey, you still have something in your cart, maybe you want to check out, that type of thing. Now, this is a feature that's only available on the top tier plan. So if you have the top tier plan, this is how you set it up. Navigate over here to Commerce, and then you want to navigate down here to where it says Checkout, and then you just want to toggle on abandoned cart recovery emails. It's that simple. Now, if you want to customize the email, you can also do that. Click on Customize Email. We'll click on Save, and then it will give us a preview of what the email looks like. So we want to edit the email. Click on Edit Email. Very simple with Squarespace. Now it's going to load the template, and over here you just click and then type away, and you can just adjust everything, the copy to your liking from this interface. Now, if you want to change colors, then click over here for global email styles and colors, and this will be the global email style. So this will be the color and style for any type of email from your domain name. So email background, content background, font, colors, etc. With email marketing, try and keep things simple, okay? You don't need to make things overly complicated. But anyways, that's how you set up abandoned cart recovery. Setting up notifications for your e-commerce website. So notifications are quite important because when a user buys something, what do you expect? You expect like some type of email confirmation. So you can set that up with Squarespace. It's already kind of built in, so you don't have to do too much. So navigate over here to Commerce, and then you want to navigate down here to where it says Customer Notifications. Open up this. And just like the abandoned cart recovery, same functionality. So you have this right here, global email styles, notification email. Again, click on edit email, and then you can jump in and adjust this as you like. Okay. And then this is the email that people will be getting when they make a purchase. It's the confirmation email, etc. Setting up engagement for your e-commerce website. So this is a really simple and powerful thing that any e-commerce website owner should do. So first off, navigate over here to marketing, navigate down here to where it says engagement. And right here, you have the announcement bar and promotional pop-ups. So let's open up this. I'm not crazy about pop-ups personally, but they do work and they're very effective for e-commerce websites. With the pop-up, what you should do is change the copy so it's something, you're providing something like 10% coupon code. So subscribe and get 10% off your first order and exclusive sales only shared with our email list. You can have language like that, and that gets people enticed to actually sign up and get a coupon code. And then it's more effective too. Like if a lot of people are just going to click X over here, like, I don't want to do this, get out of my way. That's why you want to have the opt-in form down here and have it match the same copy. So this email form, let me scroll up there, right there. This email form that you have embedded on the site, on the homepage, should match up top here. Because the user journey should hit the homepage, they should be presented with the offer. They're like, I just got here, I don't really know what this is about, I'm not going to subscribe. Click the X and like, oh, these are great products. And then I get to the bottom right there and then get 10% off, and then they're more inclined. So to enable pop-ups, all you have to do is click that. Just this disable, enable, you can toggle it on and off. Then right down here, you can change the action, content, and then display and timing. So let's click on display and timing because I think that's really helpful. Now right here at any page first, only certain pages. So you can set this up. I would not have it be on any page because the pages you don't want the pop-up to appear are your product pages. So if the user's on the product page for whatever reason, maybe that's the first entry point to your website, you don't want to annoy them with a pop-up. Like, don't make it hard for people to give you money. Have this set up where maybe it appears on only the home page. You could set it up like that, like select pages. And I could set it up here on the shop page, which is currently set to my home page. And there you go. Then the timer, show on a timer, maybe show on a scroll. So the user hits the website, opens up, they start scrolling. Then a pop-up appears. Show on a timer and scroll. You could have it be after 5 seconds when they hit 25% down. And then right down here, after the visitor sees a pop-up and they click X, when do they see it again? 30 days later, 2 weeks, 1 week, next day, never, totally up to you. I would just keep it as 1 week to 30 days is appropriate. And then that's it. All right. Then when you're done adjusting that as necessary, click on save and there you go. Now, the other thing you can also implement is this promotional announcement banner. There we go. Disable announcement banner, enable announcement banner. This is your announcement banner. What do you do here? So you should set up something like subscribe and get 10% off, or here's a sale, or buy products over $100 and get free shipping. And then when you're in your shipping, just set it up on the back end. So when the person has an account that value or cart value of over $100, they get free shipping, whatever. The announcement is for that purposes. So either give a coupon code, some type of sale that's going on, free shipping over a certain amount, whatever. And you could also consider linking to a page as well down here if you want. And it's really that simple. You can just toggle it on and off right here. Selling products on your Instagram website that are on your Squarespace website. So this is a little bit technical to set up, but I'll try and make it as simple as possible. So what you can do with Instagram is tag products that are on your Instagram store. That's all you're doing, but you have to sync everything, add up a bunch of different feeds. Now, to get started, you are going to need a few different things. 1, you're going to need a business Instagram account. And then 2, you're going to need a business.facebook.com account. You need those 2 things. So first off, go to my online store, come down here to marketing, then come down here to products on Instagram. Let's open up this. Then it says set up via Facebook, so we can copy and paste this. There we go. All right. So navigate back to your Facebook business account. Navigate to where it says commerce because we're doing a store. We're creating an online store and selling products. Okay. Now that once you're over here in Commerce Manager, you need to click on settings. And once you click on settings, you want to find where it says, let's scroll down to business assets. There we go. Click on that. Now add ad and sales channels. So right now we only have the Facebook page. That's all I got set up. So let me click over here to Instagram, navigate over here, and then click on add Instagram accounts. Then go through this process right here to add your Instagram account. Choose the account you want to add. So I want to add this. Select a domain name. So the domain name should be the store name that you're selling something on. So I'll just put in HTTPS in example.com. All right. Okay. And then click on next. Then it will review your account. So Instagram has a review process. That's what you have to go through first before you can start having products on Instagram. So it does take some time. Once your Instagram account is successfully approved and it's added to the Facebook Commerce Manager, first, make sure to self-select it right here. So right now I have the Facebook page selected. You're going to want to click on your Instagram account. Next, you want to navigate to catalog and you want to come down here for data sources. Then you want to come over here for a new feed. So this is just a test feed I uploaded. It didn't work because I don't have any products, but you want to click over here for add a new feed. And then you want to go through this file, upload, schedule feed. We want to schedule a feed, click on next. And then right here is where we copy and paste in this information over here. And that's it. And then you click on next, schedule updates and complete settings. So it's not going to work until Instagram is approved, but that's how you do it. And so I know it's a little bit technical. There's a lot of working pieces that will go into this. And Facebook constantly changes and updates where everything is. So I hope you found this. So I hope you have a broad understanding about how this works overall and what you're doing. If you need any help, make sure to reach out to Facebook support. SEO for your e-commerce website. So underneath the marketing tab, you're going to see something that says SEO. That means search engine optimization. It means optimizing your pages so they rank well in search engines. Not that you're going to rank, but just optimizing as best as possible. So under the SEO tab, it's just a high-level overview about the different settings for SEO for your website. So your homepage is set like this. Your individual pages are set the page name, page separator, and then page name, and then this name of your store, and then same with your items. So your item pages are set up as the item name followed by online store. So that's a good structure. That's a good structure for pages, and this is a fine structure for home. Now, what I do is I would jump into each page individually. So you navigate back over here to pages. Then we come down here, click on the gear icon, and then navigate to that SEO for this individual page. And then right down here, you can set an SEO title, which is optional, and then an SEO description, which again is optional, but it's not optional. You definitely should fill this out. So you're like, what's the SEO title mean? And what's the SEO description? Okay, so let's take a quick look. I'll just Google myself, and there we go. All right, so this is your SEO title right there. That's what's going to be appearing in the search engines. And then this is the meta description. And so that's what we're talking about here. So that's why the SEO description, it's called the meta description, is important. It's a small factor, and the SEO title is actually quite important. You want to make sure you're titling things that make sense, that are what the page is about. So I would jump into each page individually and customize that as needed. And then you can just adjust the broad overall settings for your website under the marketing tab and under the SEO section for your website. Paying taxes on your earnings. So if you have an e-commerce website, you have to be setting away roughly 20% or so of your earnings for self-employment taxes. Now, if you're selling stuff through Printful, they'll take care of that aspect of your business. But if you're selling your own products, you definitely just need to get this set up. Not too complicated. So Squarespace integrates with something called TaxJar, which is a Stripe company. Now, TaxJar is not a free service, but you get it for free, not for free, but you're paying for it in a hidden way, I guess. It's just integrated with your e-commerce website. So it's really nice about Squarespace that they take care of this. So again, click on commerce, navigate down here. You're going to see taxes right over here. And then you can set up TaxJar. So it's $0 a month when it's through Squarespace if you're paying for a Squarespace e-commerce plan. So connect a tax extension to automate tax calculations, leave all the complexities, blah, blah, blah. There we go. It's that simple. So go ahead and click on TaxJar. And what it's going to do is prompt you to connect. So you're going to need a TaxJar account. And you just simply click over here. And then you connect the two together. So you'll be redirected to Squarespace in 1 second. There we go. Install TaxJar. Let's click on allow, even though I'm not logged in. And there you go. So now it'll prompt you to create your free TaxJar account that you can automatically connect to your Squarespace website. TaxJar, again, by itself costs $19 a month for the starter plan. But with Squarespace, you get you get access to it for free with any type of e-commerce plan. Publishing your website. So congratulations, we've made it to the end. And now the only thing really left to do is to publish our e-commerce website. Once published, I do recommend maybe doing a test order just to make sure everything's working before you start driving traffic, running paid ads, etc. Anyways, let's come down here, click on publish your website. Right now it's set to private, so we'll change it to public. Then click over here to publish your site and click on save. And there you go. Your site is live. Check out what you've done. Here's the website URL, and that's it. So then again, just do a test order, make sure everything's working, and that is it. So anyways, that is it for this tutorial. Alright everyone, that's it for this tutorial video on how to create an e-commerce website with Squarespace. I hope you learned something and I hope you were able to build an effective looking online store. Anyways, my name is David. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.